Welcome back to the show. Our first guest is Lisa Johnson, president and owner of Lisa Johnson Communications. Lisa, welcome to the show.
Mike, thanks so much for having me. This is fun.
Listen, it's good. This is getting commonplace now. We just had you on the radio
That
show.
was great.
We did about 45 minutes, but today, folks, we're going to give you a break. Nah, you're going to have to check both of them out. We're going to go for a little bit. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this interview, tell folks a little bit about yourself, please.
Sure. Lisa Johnson. I own Lisa Johnson Communications. Many of the people from around here know me from NBC 40. I was a news anchor there for many years and news director. Then I briefly did what Ted Greenberg does, covering the shore for NBC 10, and moved out to Vegas, CBS news anchor, and then switched gears and went into PR at Las Vegas Sands. The Venetian opened the Palazzo and opened Blue Man Group and Phantom of the Opera and all the top entertainment in Las Vegas.
One of my favorite shows, that Blue Man Group.
Oh,
Gosh.
that's great. And then came back here and started my own PR firm.
So, I mean, you're here, you're all over the place. They say that I'm all over the place. That's not
I
true,
don't
folks. It's her. She's all over the place. Listen, let's dive into this right now because summer 2023 is coming very soon. Again, we have to get through the rest of the winter, a little bit of spring. But that water park, there's a property out there off of New Jersey Avenue on the boardwalk, the Showboat Hotel, Atlantic City, doing wonderful things, whether it's the Lucky Snake Arcade, Raceway, I could go on and on. But tell us about that Showboat water park, Island Water Park.
Well, you might even know more than I do. I know you're out there every single day, but it's really exciting. $100 million water park, indoor water park. It's the only water park in the world that faces the ocean. And BART just has so many amazing things planned for it. I mean, obviously it's geared towards families, but also adults. So there's going to be like a salon in there where you can get your manicures done, pedis done. Of course, you know, great places for the kids and spots, but it's gonna be a lot of fun, and we're right on track for opening in May.
And that's what I was going to ask. I mean, it seems riding around the city and whatnot, they're there on the weekend, just getting it done. May 2023, you think?
I've been told absolutely.
I'm not going to put you on the spot,
No.
even if it's down the road a little bit. It's happening this summer, though.
It's definitely happening this summer.
So there you go, all you naysayers, and we love you as well, and we'll go down the slide with you. It's happening, it's going on, and it's just such a positive thing. To stay with the water park for a second, there's going to be food options,
Yes.
and people will be able to book it for parties,
Different
certain sections.
restaurant venues,
Right.
definitely party spots. There's going to be like bachelor and bachelorette spots where you can have, you know, private parties, and then, you know, the family parties for the kids, the birthday parties. A lot of different restaurants, bars, different venues, and yes, you could buy the whole water park.
Wow, so there you go. I mean, love that.
Not quite sure what that price tag would be. Yeah.
It'd be a lot. But again, just happening. You would have thought, again, not to naysay or be negative, that in Atlantic City we would have a water park by then, but my man Bart Bladstein and team, that Tower Investment team, has done it, and we love him for it, and
Yes.
I can't wait to go down that slide. Now listen, we're going to switch gears a little bit to one of my near and dear favorite. Lisa is all over the place, and I think more food than anything. But whatever you do is great.
I do.
But when you talk food and you talk Girasol, tell us about what's going on there. One of my favorite places, and I'm going to share this with our viewers, get to walk the building that I live in. We get to do like a back thing, Goodfellas type thing. If you live in the building, you go in the back
I
door.
know exactly.
You get greeted by Gino and Sue and all the others. Tell us about what's happening there.
Girasole, Gino just celebrated 30 years in that location. And when he first opened, people said there were 3 other Italian restaurants before him that all failed in that spot. They're like, you're crazy. Nope. And he goes to Italy several times a year, gets the top ingredients. That's why it's so amazing. Everything is fresh. Like for Valentine's Day, he can't even say specifically what the menu's going to be because he'll be buying it the day before. Everything is fresh. Everything is fabulous. I mean, he's known for his carpaccios, his pizzas, any dish you get, homemade pasta, and it is a family. Like you said, it's like escaping to the Mediterranean, and his whole family comes and welcomes you, and Girasole just keeps going strong. 3 decades.
It's 3 decades long, and when you said that there's 3 different restaurants that have tried there, I did not know that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I know the spot as Girasole, and just, it's a wonderful place. Again, family, a little chicy too, got that vibe. Girasole, friends and family at home. Sunflower, right?
Yes, Yes, yes. And he just refreshed it too. So he has all new designs. I mean, it's still Versace, but and with COVID, he increased his outdoor patio size on the sidewalk. So it keeps growing and evolving, and his menu keeps growing and evolving. But you're just never disappointed. It's amazing.
And from the menu of brick oven pizza,
Yes.
could you talk a little bit about that? What they do there with that?
You're going to make me hungry.
Yeah.
He has a new, and I wish I could describe it better, but he has a new dough that is incredible, that when you're eating it, it doesn't weigh you down. You feel light while you're eating the pizza. So you come in and order the pizza. You let me know when you want to come in and try that pizza.
I definitely will. I mean, and I'm sending that, oh my goodness, because my lady at home is always telling me to stay away from the bread and the pizza, so
it's a light
pizza
pizza
that doesn't, I'm
Yes.
going to remember that. I'm writing that down. Now here we go, we're going to switch gears, but we're going to go right up the street in Atlantic City to Atlantic Avenue, to one of my favorite places out there in front of McClinton Park, O'Donnell Park, with Stockton University right next door. Good Dog.
Yes.
Good Dog. Tell us about, we've been hearing this. Pat Fasano was in my ear a few years ago. My friends from Philly are coming, Mike.
We have had Good Dog, great PR, I must say, myself, that we have really gotten the name out there that they are coming to Atlantic City. Good Dog Bar, 19 years ago, started in Center City, Philadelphia. It's become an iconic neighborhood stop. Great bar, great restaurant. You know, you've eaten there. Fabulous food, fabulous. Now they're bringing their sister restaurant bar to Atlantic City. And they are on track for opening in mid to late March. So fabulous stuff too. I mean, the food, amazing. So it's not your classic bar food. It has upscale dishes, and they have like coastal cuisine. Chef Carolyn, who's up in Philadelphia, will also be overseeing Atlantic City, and she is just so excited about the coastal cuisine. So there is going to be a little bit of a different menu, but there's staples that everybody loves. The Good Dog Burger, which is amazing. The lamb meatball sandwich, incredible. I mean, everything they do is just top notch.
So we had the lamb over in Philly, and it was delicious. We went it was last winter we went a couple times. And again, just a great vibe. The upstairs, will there be an upstairs as well at this one here?
So exactly. So it's 2 levels, 2 bars, 2 giant bars on the ground level and the second level, and the upstairs is also going to have games, be a game room as well.
And I take it, a little bird chirped in my ear that there'll be some competition going on sometime this winter for getting your dog up on the wall.
Oh, yes.
Talk to us about that.
Actually, right now.
Okay.
So anyone who would love to see their dog up on the wall, you send in a photo, go to gooddogbar.com, and the directions, the information for submitting your photos is there. You have to have black and white. It has to be 5x7. You can drop it off at Good Dog Bar AC or mail it in, and then they're going to select, and I don't know how many they're going to select to begin with, but they'll do this every year, and they're going to select the dogs, and the dogs they select will be hung on the wall.
That's awesome. Sort of like the palm of
Yes.
dogs, right? I love it. I love it. Listen, also, what I've been hearing about Good Dog is there's going to be a space for the dogs to come hang out with you.
Absolutely. So
Sort of hang out.
if you've gone by and you see there's a side, they have the civil rights side, and then they've got a side that has all the fun dogs, the big colorful mural. That's where the doggy patio area is going to be. And it's probably not opening until we get to warmer weather, but it's definitely happening, and you can bring your pooch and sit outside and enjoy a cold one.
Love it. So much has been going on and being said. We talked about Showboat briefly, and dog friendly, right?
Yes.
And now Good Dog, dog friendly. Bring
Yes.
your pets. So it's so cool. It's so cool. And as a guy who wasn't a big and in his older ages, stages of life, a dog person, and fell in love with dogs back again. It's cool to bring them around and just to interact and hang out with you. It's unheard of here in Atlantic City. Yeah, unheard of here in Atlantic City. Now, one of my favorite places that I don't get to go much, La Mer. Talk to us about that. Cape May. We're going to go down the Parkway a little bit.
It's phenomenal. So La Mer Beachfront Resort in Cape May. It's on the quiet side of Cape May. And they just underwent renovation a couple years ago.
There's a quiet side of Cape May?
There's a quiet side of Cape
thought it
May,
was all quiet.
honestly.
I love it.
And they have a restaurant, the Pier House Restaurant, and there's going to be a big announcement coming up in the next couple of months about their restaurant there, so you'll be the first to know, Mike Lopez. And it's just wonderful. We love staying there. Dennis, my fiance, and I go down there all the time. The food is incredible. The chef is amazing. The atmosphere. They have beach cabanas, and you don't have to be a guest at the hotel. You can go to the restaurants. You can sit outside. They have live music. It's free all summer, all during the warmer weather in the spring. spring, going into the fall. They have great fall festivals, and they're becoming known for their annual Christmas tree lighting.
Love it. You know, what a beautiful town. My younger sister turned me on to Cape May many years ago. I just kind of like went and left, but it's so beautiful. The restaurants are off the hook, and I'm definitely going to give you a call for this La Mire.
Well, we're foodies.
Yeah,
so,
that's it. Yeah. So you and my Lisa are foodies,
Yes.
and then me and you, Dennis and I will just come along. Exit Zero Ferry. Tell us about what's going on with that.
So Exit Zero Filling Station has been in Cape May and has won all sorts of accolades and awards. They just contracted the ferry terminal. So they have a several-year lease for the ferry terminal. They've taken it over, and this past summer, they opened an outdoor bar on the pier right where the ferry is, so you can watch the ferry coming and going. And so that's reopening come spring. And they opened 2 new restaurants. On the second floor is a gourmet restaurant, and on the ground floor, Exit Zero Ferry Station, just like the filling station.
Right.
And they have outdoor events. They have an amazing lawn. So really, really cool spot to visit.
Again, it's beautiful. It's in our Jersey shore. Just such a blessed place in which we live. We got a couple minutes left here. There was something going on Tennessee Avenue, too. And I don't mean to put you on the spot, but we got a minute or two if you want to throw that in there. And I'd love for you to.
Absolutely. So they're having many different events. And the Bar 32 has chocolate and wine tastings. And the owner, Mark Colazzo, has wine classes. And Lee Sanchez, another owner, has mixology classes. One interesting thing to note is Scott Cronick and the chef of Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall came up with a burger called the Menu Burger. And if you've seen the movie The Menu, it really pokes fun at foodies like Lisa and me, and how we're all like, oh, there's a pretty flower on the plate. Well, and in the end, it comes out that the perfect meal might just be the perfect cheeseburger. Well, the chef created what we think is the most perfect cheeseburger, and Dennis and I just tasted it last weekend. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, and it's not on the menu. You have to come in and ask for the special special menu cheeseburger. And they're doing events. Like I know we're right in the middle of Mardi Gras season. They're doing Mardi Gras events and all the holidays. So yeah, Tennessee Avenue, Orange Loop, killing it.
Cool place to be, whether it's the Irish pub down the road or 32, Chocolate 32, or Cuzzies or whatnot. Was just at Rhythm and Spirits this past week, and First Fridays, which was an amazing time with Eddie Morgan and what Mark Colazzo and the others.
Wonderful. I saw that.
Yeah, are doing wonderful things. So listen, you got so much stuff going on. Real quick, let folks know again where they can find you. We got a minute. It's all yours.
Oh, thank you. Well, first off, thank you so much for having me on this show. This is absolutely amazing. And seeing all the students, like, it's just such a great studio. It brings me back to my TV days. So I just have the best clients in the world. And as you know, because you frequent so many of them, so thank you for this opportunity for me to be able to talk about them. Anyone that's interested in Lisa Johnson Communications and PR, they can find me at lisajohnsоncommunications.com or go to my Facebook page, Lisa Johnson Communications, or my personal page, Lisa Johnson. And I'm real easy to find, and I love what I do, and I love Atlantic City. I was born here. I was raised in Atlantic City and Pleasantville in the beginning of my life, and then Linwood and Northfield. And I'm glad I lived out in Las Vegas for 7 years, but I'm glad to be back home and doing what I love and promoting these wonderful clients. And I can't wait to see you go down that water slide, Mike Lopez.
We're going to do it. I'm getting in shape as we speak. Thank you so much for coming out, Lisa Johnson. Thanks again to Lisa Johnson for being a guest on our show. Stick around, folks. We'll be right back.